Hi, I'm Kate, and I'd like to share with you how to create a gift box collection for the spa. This is going to be filled with wonderful things that could be used to relax and enjoy. Good for any time of year for a recipient. And we're going to start with our paper wrap tray that we showed in a previous video. And you're just going to cover it with whatever paper works well for your the look that you're going for. So I have used a kind of an herbal wrap on this one. And these are the materials that I've chosen to put in here. And of course, once you pick out the items that you want to put in the box, you're going to need to coordinate them to the size of the box. So you may want to just kind of set them in randomly, see how they fit, and make sure that your box is the right size before you settle on it and get it wrapped. So once that's done and we're set to go here, we can do some filler in there. And I love the cellophane for just a little bit of glitz, and this lavender, of course, is going to be quite lovely with the lavender products that we have here. So we'll just start and cut a piece of this off. And it doesn't have to go in any particular position. It's just going to kind of drop into the box. And then we'll push that down in. And for a little bit of filler in this one, I think with that craft paper, it's going to be nice to use, again, our honey cut, our die cut paper that you can use from recycling. Find something that's come packaged in this. You can also buy it at the packaging store. But it has a great look to it. It's nice and puffy, which is something that you need to raise up your materials. So you can even wad it into little bundles to raise up your product. You can also use your small pieces of styrofoam underneath to raise them. But I think for the most part we're going to be okay where we're at with these. Again, start with your tallest, largest item in the left-hand corner, reading left to right. And this is going to be our next piece. If you start with your largest items, you're going to know how much room you have for your little ones, but it's much more difficult to shove your large one in after you've put all the little stuff in. Again, it could stand in here, and it could either go tall, you could kind of set it down at an angle. There's no right or wrong with this. It's, again, the puzzle without a picture. You just start playing with your materials to figure out how they're going to fit together. I think it's kind of fun to put a picture frame in them, and of course we don't have one here, but it would be really nice for the recipient if you were to put a picture of yourself or maybe her favorite pet, or something that's very relevant to who's receiving the basket. So we can put this into there. Just set them in until they're kind of tight against each other, and they'll stay stable, because you want to make sure that the things will stay in their position in transport to wherever it's going. And lastly, we've got some great body and bath products here that will work in. I always try to color coordinate things. I go with a theme first, which of course was our spa, bath, personal care theme, and then choosing the florals, which are going to add some wonderful texture. And it's always lovely for a person to have a small arrangement to set somewhere. So we've coordinated our pieces to that. A little jar here that's got a pretty decoration on it that could actually have the bath salts put into the jar. And another piece of soap. And I was looking for the violet moss with the lavender tones that kind of goes with the whole theme that's happening here with our lavender. And lastly, a pretty little flower that's actually got a zipper in it that you could fill with potpourri. This has wonderful lavender in it, but you could put any type of potpourri in there that you wanted to. And we can tuck that down in there, putting a little bit of texture and color onto the side over here across from our flowers. And then this is kind of a, maybe or maybe not, just depends on what you like. I love to just put a little bow on it. It always makes it look more like a presentation. So I've tied a bow with just a couple loops with some long streamers that I can kind of weave into the design. It's got the tie on the back. I use strapping tape for this because it holds so much better than Scotch tape does. And again, you'll take and put the tape on that. You can tape this on the inside, right to the inside of the box, and that'll kind of tape it on the corner. You can put our flower back in. It gives a wonderful little nesting spot for that. Pull your ribbon through the design to add that little bit of green and texture. And your spa presentation is ready to go. So we've created a couple others for you to look at. I also like doing the gift boxes with the book boxes that are so popular right now. So you can see this one. We've opened the lid, and if you take a ribbon and bring it across the back of the lid and then down to the front here and tie it off on the corner, it'll hold the lid up. Otherwise they just fall back and you don't see them. And then it gives you a nice place. This is a pretty little scarf that the person could wear or use in a vignette. And it allows you to have a little extra space to display some of the items in the basket. And then we also have this pretty one, again done in the book box, kind of a bit more of a bath and gardener look with the lavender. And these are the tool puffs that we showed you how to make in the how to wrap your box video. So if you'd like to see how to do these, they add just a wonderful little bit of sparkle and texture to it. And you've got 3 wonderful gifts ready to go. Thank you so much for joining us. Hope to see you the next time.